Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to That Garden Gossip. I am Cynthia,
And I am Chris Jamerson.
and let's see here. It is podcast number 2. And what we're going to talk about today is Are we too connected? Social media madness.
I mean, is social media making us closer or crazy?
Mm, not sure about that, but some of y'all can't even eat a sandwich without posting it on the internet first. I'm just saying.
Look, we can't deny it. Social media does connect us. You can find your high school friends, your third cousin twice removed, and that random dude from the gym who skips leg day.
Right. And let's not forget, it gives you a platform where people who normally nobody would know,
Mm-hmm.
they're all of a sudden able to be seen. And, you know, grandma got a TikTok and she's teaching people how to make collard greens.
Yeah, it's also a good way to make money. Creators out there are turning memes into mortgages at the age of 19.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I mean, but when you think about it, you know, I know when I was growing up, people used to go outside, you know, and now, are we losing our connections? People are sitting across from each other at the dinner table, texting. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know I used to have a no text, no phone rule at the dinner table, right?
Yeah. Um, yeah, we're out here living for the gram, but we're dying for attention.
Exactly. I met somebody who, on social media they looked one way, and then when they actually showed up, it was like, wait a minute, I had to go back to my phone and make sure that I'm meeting the right person. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
girl, you don't look nothing like your picture.
Yeah. Did you know that the average person spends more than 2 to 5 hours a day on social media?
Hmm.
That's like a whole movie marathon every day.
Hmm.
And don't even get me started on the filters. People are using filters to catfish people and perfect their imperfections when we're all supposed to be human.
Right. And then chick over here, she's got, her face is all sucked in, and then, she might put on some bunny ears, things like that. So, yeah, I definitely understand, you know, what you mean.
When did they decide the world needs to know everything though? Like, I don't really need a live update on you mowing your lawn or toenail clippings.
Right. Right. So it's like everybody's competing for, you know, TMI, the TMI Olympics, how much can I tell you, about my cat or my dog and what the dog ate for breakfast and ooh, now I'm gonna go in here and make some grits. Like, I don't need to know all of that.
Yeah, oversharing is definitely an issue, and sometimes it gets people in trouble. You share too much, and then you end up losing your job.
Right, right. So, like, for instance, people posting, oh, I'm so broke, I don't have no money. And then, you know, the next thing they're taking selfies at the latest steakhouse,
Mm,
look at my food. This is so great. Girl,
flexing.
you just posted that you were broke. What are you talking about?
Some people, you know, post things like, "Oh, you should mind your business," blah blah blah. But you're the one broadcasting your business. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Or, oh yeah, I'm living my best life. Everything's wonderful. And then you're like, wait a minute. Did I not just see you key in your boo's car out in the Target parking lot or whatever? Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, social media can really get us in some deep trouble.
But speaking of oversharing, uh, can we talk about privacy on the internet? Because is that even really a thing anymore? I mean, these companies, these big tech companies, Google and Facebook and Amazon, I mean, the list could go on. All these people know so much about you, and they sell you ads for something that you just talked to your friend about like 2 seconds ago. You see an ad on YouTube for it now. Like, it feels like we just don't really have privacy like we used to.
No, we don't. I mean, it's crazy that you said that, but yeah, I am just casually talking about something, and then the Alexa that I have in the kitchen starts, an hour later showing me ads for things that I just talked about. So, I know a lot of people, they're like, when you sign up on your phone, it asks you, about privacy and things like that. But I think a lot of times we're just so busy trying to get the phone hooked up that we just click accept all
Mm,
cookies, accept this, accept that. And now, you know, shoot, I know a lot of stuff. I forget how to turn that stuff off. Like, how do you even adjust some of those settings?
and a lot of times it's too late because most people don't even read the terms and conditions when you download a new app or even just playing a video game. You know,
Right. So you got Alexa in the kitchen, Siri in your pocket, and then your ex in your DMs, right?
right?
I mean, your phone knows you better than your mama does. Um, I don't know. It it's a lot of good things about it because it does connect you with people like maybe you haven't talked to in a while and things like that. Um, but privacy is an issue.
I agree.
So social media also has us comparing um like what we have going on at home to, you know, what somebody else is showing on maybe their reel or their stories or whatever.
Exactly. You see someone living in Bali, but you don't see them dodging geckos in their apartment. I
Or
mean,
stomping roaches.
yeah, they never want to show you the bad side, or I guess the real side. They just want to show you the good side. Like,
Mhm.
look at my best life.
Exactly. That's it, you know. And I mean the economy and everything, people are struggling. And I know, you know, social media can be an escape for people, you know, like, oh gosh, you know, maybe things aren't so great here, so I'm going to go on social media and, you know, see what everybody else is doing or whatever. But you just have to be careful because, you know, mental health is a real thing. And if you are depressed about your situation and you go on social media and, you know, people, sometimes people may be led to think that, wow, you know, I'm the only one out here struggling and, you know, but it's not always true. It's more times than not true.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is. Like you see everybody posting the best of their life, and you look at that and you compare it to your life, and you think, oh well, everyone else is doing so much better, but that's not always the case. Like people will only share what they want you to see, um, and some of those people are going through just as much crap as you are. Um, but I think a real issue is not being able to disconnect and unplug. Um, I think it's very important for people to take a break, not just from social media, but just from like the internet as a whole, and you know, be in the moment. Um, Go outside, touch some grass, like go ride a bike or read a book, you know, at the park or something. You don't you don't have to be scrolling TikTok for 3 4 hours after you get off of work.
Please don't.
Like,
Please don't. Please don't. Yeah. I, you know, it, for one thing, is disrespectful to the people that you're in the room with, you know, um, does make them feel unimportant, I'm sure. Um, so, you know, just make sure that, you know, parents, that you monitor your kids, um, make sure that they know how to have real conversations, like in real time with real people. Um,
yeah, call someone. I mean, if anything, don't just send a text message, but like if you're thinking about your best friend, hit them up on the phone or go visit them on the weekend or something. Like spend some one-on-one actual FaceTime and not FaceTime with
right.
them.
Yeah. FaceTime, but not FaceTime. I like that. So, okay. So let's see the flip side. Can we unplug? Can we? Hmm. What do you think?
I think honestly, I mean, I think it's possible. I just think it's hard because these days, pretty much everything that we do is online. Like even text messages, like you have the Wi-Fi texting, and you know that goes through the internet. Um, your music, you stream it now. You don't have people buying CDs or vinyl records or anything like that anymore. Everything is digital, so it's like more convenient and easy to be plugged in all the time. And of course, there are some good things to that. You know, you'll stay up to date with the news, but sometimes, especially recently, too much news is not good for your mental health. It just, I don't know, it makes everything feel gray sometimes, you know. Sometimes you just need to take a break.
Yeah, exactly. Some of y'all can't even go to the bathroom without taking your phone.
For real.
Look,
Look, I'm not gonna, you know, act like
some of y'all right here.
I struggle with that too. I mean, that's just something that we all have to work on as a society, I feel. Um, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. So, well, so some of the, I guess, suggestions that maybe can help people with, um, maybe kind of like I was saying, maybe during dinner time, there's, you know, no phones at the table. Or if you're not a family that does, dinner table meals, then maybe, no screen Sunday. Um, something,
Mhm.
because like I said, mental health is a real thing. And, studies have shown that taking breaks from the screen does help with anxiety. Um,
Yeah. I know. I for one, I know it's not much, but I recently stopped using Twitter because Twitter itself has become just a cesspool of negativity and bad news 24/7. And even though I still use other social media sites, I do feel a little bit better not being on Twitter as much as I used to. Um, and like I said, it's gonna be hard because we're so used to being plugged in all the time. Uh, Sometimes you just got to take baby steps, like just deleting Twitter or whatever, um, to make that change. You know.
yeah, I know. I think your brother posted something, I don't know, maybe about a month ago saying he was taking a break from social media and hey, see y'all later or whatever,
Yeah.
That's an idea as well. You know, just to see if you can do it. And then if it's hard, like if it's really hard, then you know that guess what? You're addicted probably.
Yeah. You can even do things as simple as limiting your screen time. I know a lot of newer phones. You can set certain certain screen time for certain apps, so your
Hmm.
phone just won't let you watch YouTube past an hour or something, or however long you set it for. And little things like that will help you take steps in the right direction.
Right.
Because you should prioritize your mental health. If your mental health isn't good, nothing else is going to be good for you.
Right. Right. Yeah, no. And we got enough crazy going on.
I agree.
Um, so, what is the verdict? Is social media bringing us together or is it tearing us apart?
Uh, Personally, I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean, without the internet, people wouldn't be as connected as they are now. You wouldn't have people who are friends from two different countries, but at the same time, spending too much time on your screen, um, it just adds too much negativity to your life.
Right.
It's all about finding balance.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think balance is definitely um, something that we all need to have more of. Um, and I don't because I don't think that it's really quitting it is an option because the internet is here. It's not going anywhere. Um,
It's only getting stronger.
yeah, it's getting stronger. We're building things, I have a business with AI. Without a computer, there is no AI. So we're not saying that you should just, abandon it, but you want to be able when granny and great granny is gone, you want to be able to remember those dinners where you weren't glued to your cell phone and you actually had a conversation with granny about, ooh, this is good, how do you make this or whatever, because you know we all come in here leaving, everybody
Mhm.
has to go. So we need to at least have some type of interpersonal connection. Um,
Right.
yeah.
I agree.
Awesomeness, awesomeness. So put down your phone, hug your mama, and remember, life is not about the likes. Okay, so I think if you do like the podcast, so yes, if you do like this podcast, this live cast, I guess I should call it, go ahead, hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it. So like,
Hit that like button. Don't forget. It definitely helps. And if you subscribe, hit the on YouTube at least hit the notification bell so you will be notified whenever we upload again.
yeah, because you just never know when we're going to pop back up because that's how we do it. You'll see us hopefully at least once a week. That is the aim. And we aim to talk about things that matter and that um, are interesting to you. So, again, in the comments, if there are topics that you would like for us to chit chat about, to gossip on, whatever it is, just leave it in the comments.
Cool. Thanks for watching that garden gossip. I'm Chris Jamerson,
And I'm Cynthia.
and we'll catch you next time.
All right.